WP, you're locked up in a secret government facility. Your alien princess fiancé is melting through the cell door with heat vision trying to bust you out. I was just some guy on a beach. She was some type of sea monster princess. If you looked past her unreasonable strength, sharky teeth, vine thingies behind her ears that fried bears with electricity, impenetrable water hair that dissolved you on contact, and her bottomless appetite, she was actually very fun and sweet. I have no idea why she chose me. Either way, now we were just two guinea pigs in a lab. Interesting. Physiological changes are progressing at a 25% faster rate. That's 5 times more than yesterday. Could it be linked to her mood, or is it her voice? All data correlates. But is it causation? Said Glasses. I knew none of the scientists' names, but Glasses stayed the latest of them all. He was unapologetically the most invested. Something about her DNA or genome or something. I didn't care about that. What I cared about were the extra organs in my body displaying on his monitor. Aside from that, some were misplaced, missing, or had become vestigial. I knew I was changing, but I didn't think it was asterisk this much. Tell me, Doc, am I going to die? I asked. I'm not a doctor, he said, and I'm not here voluntarily or legally, yet here we are. Doc, Glasses sighed. No, you're not dying, the opposite in fact. Even your telomeres are regenerating and then some. What did she do to you? Your guess is as good as mine, I lied. Oh, I knew, but I wasn't telling him that. And not out of stubbornness, that was a factor, but out of embarrassment. See, listen, let me explain. One day I brought her a full cooked ham. She ate it in one go, of course. And she loved it so much. The next day she bought me something. It was a crystal clear ball of something with the texture of a jellyfish. Again, listen, refusal to eat it was not optional. My life felt very threatened the moment I tried to refuse it, okay? I'm making that very clear. It was against my will. I am not into that, okay? But it was the best thing I ever tasted, so I communicated that I wanted another. She happily obliged and showed me exactly how she made it. It lost its appeal really fast. I mean, now I know she didn't really have a normal digestive tract, and that stuff was probably the same as that royal jelly stuff that bees make. But still, I was never telling anyone that I practically ate. Listen, it's a secret I will take to my grave, okay? I don't care if it'd save the world. I don't care if the sky opened and a disembodied voice offered me eternal paradise to speak it. It would die with me. You don't remember anything unusual. Nothing comes to mind. Any blah? Nope. Any blah blah blah? Nope. Any? I said no. I paused. Both Glasses and I looked down with the same astonishment at the 10 gashes through the glass of my containment. I looked at my hands. The claws returned to regular fingers. When I looked back up, Glasses already had his hand pressing down on the big red button. The last thing I saw before I was gassed were her wonder-filled emerald eyes floating in her over-the-top, aka totally reasonable, containment, and the eager, eternally hungry grin on her face. Husband. Odd. For a second, I swear I thought heard her speak perfectly. The next few days were a foggy in and out. I only remembered flashes, being carted, surrounded, cut open. It did feel like things were being taken out. But then, screams. Lots of red water. A demon wading through it, me suffocating then not. Then the cold and feeling as if I were being crushed by a hydraulic press. I came to on a shoreline with the sun setting and someone playing in my hair. It was a lovely sight, beautiful beyond compare. Was I in heaven? Am I dead? No, my love, you are very much alive. The words carried by the angelic voice were followed by a short laugh. I'm unsure why the fools thought an underwater lab was wise, and not like a desert or anything, but they cannot harm you anymore. You are safe. I felt too weak to turn and see who I was speaking to, whose lap my head was resting on. But with the way their body trembled as they attempted to stifle their uncontrollable, victorious laughter, I felt very much not safe. There was just something diabolical about it. I'd like 3 by the end of the year, bare minimum. What? Nothing.